Alrighty then. So can I make that smaller? Yes, I can. So can I make that smaller? Yes, I can. Oh, we have one watcher at the moment. If you want to make yourself known, then go ahead. It's just me at the moment. I'm just waiting for Sam, so I thought I'd jump on board for a bit of pre-show chat, if you're keen. Way up. I've lost visual. Why has that happened? Oh, there I am. I'm back again. I'm back again. So, if anybody is tuning in with us at the moment, tonight we're going to be talking about the trailer for The Gifted, which is the new X-Men series. Just going to turn that gain down a little bit. And we're also going to be talking about the trailer for The Dark Tower. I know it's a little bit old now, but still, we want to sort of give it a bit of a breakdown. And in this time now, I might actually do a little bit of research and just see if I can find any other news stories that I can that we can talk about tonight. Just texting out the YouTube link real quick and letting people know where it's at. Oh, also as well, there was another one as well, wasn't there? There's the Deadpool series, which is coming to. Well, I don't know what network it's coming to, but Donald Glover is writing it. Well, I don't know what network. Oh, that was my own voice coming through there. That was slightly peculiar. So I hope the sound is coming through well and all. If anybody wants to let me know how things are actually, you know what? I haven't even looked to see on GarageBand to make sure this sounds okay. Let's have a quick look. 222 test 222. No, it's not too bad. I might need. See, I'm having some problems with if I turn up the gain, then it makes it sound really bitty. About that. 222 test 2. Hello. 2 test 2. Oh, that doesn't sound too bad. Let's go with that. Right, yeah, let's roll with that. We'll make this shit up as we go along, as we always do. Turn my headphones down just a touch. So let's have a look online and see if we can find some news stories. Let's go with. Let's see what we can find. Zack Snyder confirms Wonder Woman sequel. Oh, and we can talk about Powers Booth as well, who sadly passed away, who was one of the stars of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. amidst all the TV shows he did. That guy did so much stuff. And we also need to. I need to go onto Twitter as well. Tell everybody that we're live and kicking. There's one person watching now. I'm intrigued to know who it is. Make yourself known. Oh, we've got 3 people live now. Hey, building up a little bit of an audience. I love it. If you want to drop us a little message and tell us who you are, and then we will give you a shout out. This isn't the actual podcast at the moment. You will actually have me and Sam eventually, but I just thought I'd do a bit of a pre-show kind of chat. And just, if anybody wants to jump in with a bit of conversation, and before we get rolling, then you can feel free to crack on. Bunging it now in rain, and I think you can actually hear it through the microphone. Oh, it looks like there's been a trailer for the new version of, Logan's been re-released in black and white, isn't it? I wonder what that looks like. We just got a message from was John Tim from Talk of All Trades. I'm not sure whether it's John or Tim, but
I hurt myself.
No, actually, we don't want that. Sorry, that was the Logan trailer. Yes, we were joined by Talk of All Trades, John or Tim. I'm not quite sure who it is, who just came in with gay and then Gaz as the correction. So thank you for that. And it's John. How are you doing, John? Thank you for joining us this evening. Sam will be here eventually, but just chilling at the moment and seeing who wants to join us for a bit of live chat. Let's have a look at this trailer.
To see if I still feel. I focus on the pain. The only thing that's real.
It actually looks really cool, and you can actually tell it's actually been stylized quite well to be put in black and white. It was, well, so far it's been my favorite movie of the year as well. So if it comes into the UK, I have to watch it. We shall see. Oh, nice. John's just come in saying it's lunchtime here, about to settle down and eat. It's 20 to 6 over here, so we'll be sitting down for some dinner pretty soon. I've just got a cup of tea at the moment in my lovely new mug. So how's your day going, John? What have you been up to today? So there's another trailer for the new Planet of the Apes movie as well, which I legitimately have no interest in whatsoever. Anybody else is feeling this new movie, but the franchise as a whole, I'm just not feeling it at all. Oh, John's just come in saying work. We record tonight though, so I'm looking forward to that. Oh, good times, man. What's the theme for tonight? How you doing, Jack? Taking a work break, eating some leftover takeaway pizza. Oh, that's the dream. I remember there was a few years back on a New Year's Day after New Year's Eve, went to Frankie and Benny's, I think it was, or TGI, something like that. I had this mahoosive pizza, couldn't finish it all, boshed it the next day, and yeah, it was just beautiful, beautiful hangover food. Oh, John's saying miscellaneous, a few trailers, anything I can escape out of this feed. Oh, scrape out of this feed. I see what you're saying, yeah. Well, we're talking about the new the Deadpool animated series that's coming next year, written by Donald Glover. That's one of the things that's going to be on the topic. Obviously, there's this thing as well that I've just read about. Wonder Woman sequel has been confirmed. Oh, apparently in the Supergirl season finale, Supergirl is going to fight Superman. So that might be quite cool. Let's see what else we can find. You guys got my hopes up for the Riverdale season finale, no Sabrina at all. To be honest with you, I may be raising that issue with Sam today because he was the one who came in. It's been confirmed, this, that, and the other, yada, yada, yada. And I watched the Riverdale season finale yesterday, I think, or the day before, I can't remember. And I was expecting the exact same thing, especially when they started talking about how, like, oh, there's something unusual going on in Riverdale and there's something absurd about the town. Like they were kind of implying that there was something a bit magical going on. I thought, oh, this is easily the tie. But no, absolutely no Sabrina the Teenage Witch whatsoever. So clearly Sam's sources are completely shonky and unreliable. Yep, no worries, John. Hackers reportedly holding Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man Tales to hostage. Right, okay then. Paul McCartney gets the spotlight in a new poster for Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Men Tell No Tales. I'm just going to take a quick picture and post this on Instagram. If you're wondering what I'm doing. So who else is watching us right now? We've got 2 watchers apparently. Just posting stuff on Insta. So if anybody's got any other bits of news that they know about that they want to hit us up with, then please tell us, because I think this week might be a bit of a sort of a loose, let's talk some shite kind of episode, because there's not been a hell of a lot of stuff. But hopefully I'm going to try and see the new Alien movie at some point, maybe next week. So I'm hoping to bring a review of that. So if anybody has seen the new Alien yet, Alien Covenant, please tell me what you thought about it, because I'm super, super intrigued. Oh, Jack's just come in. I'm going to go and watch Alien tomorrow, so I'll drop you a text after. Yes, please do, my man. In fact, Jack, if you want to, if you get 5 minutes, why don't you record us a little review of your own and send it over, and we'll play it all live on the podcast. And speakily, coming up pretty soon, we're going to be doing our CW Roundup special, where we're going to talk about Flash, Arrow, Supergirl, and Legends of Tomorrow. And what we've asked people to do, we're going to plug this again at some point, but what we've asked people to do is send us a little clip of you talking about Flash, Arrow, Supergirl, Legends, whichever one you've watched. And even if you just watch one episode, if you've watched the entire series, it doesn't matter. Records a little clip telling us your thoughts, a little review, whatever the hell you want. And what we're going to do is we're going to try and make like a big compilation of everybody's thoughts and play them out live on the podcast, which would be pretty sweet. And if we're doing a YouTube video again, then it means that you can, if you're actually tuned into that, you'll hear your own message back. So yeah, should be good fun, I'm hoping. And then we're also going to do the CW Awards as well. In fact, I'll see if I can bring the link, because we've got some kind of silly ideas for what we're going to do as the various different awards. Let's have a look. Here we go. Go away. So we've got the Whisperer, Grunter, Mumbler of the Year. We've got the award for I Have the Power of a God but Get Defeated Far Too Easily. We have Fake Coffee Drinker of the Year, because if you watch anything on the CW, you'll know that you you see people pretending to drink coffee out of cups very badly. Convenient Technology Invention of the Year, because they're just rife for being able to create just amazing pieces of technology that just seem to should be being used by NASA or MI5 or something like that. Most cringeworthy moment, which you always get in the CW. The award for I don't give a fuck about your struggling relationship, please just fight some bad guys. And of course the award for if this was reality, I'd have been fired from my job months ago. So we shall reveal the nominees fairly soon, and we'll it should be good. It should be good fun. Oh, we've got 4 watches now. Yes, Jack, what are you saying? Oh, sounds good, dude. Yeah, that'd be awesome, man, if you could do that. And for anybody else, if anybody's seen Alien Covenant and you want to send us a little review or a little voice message, whatever you want, just pick up a phone, isn't it, and just record a little voice note. It doesn't have to be crisp, clear sound quality. It can be whatever the hell you want. Let's go to... See, I used to use a news source that was called Flickering Myth, which is never going to be the most reliable source of information when it's called Flickering Myth. It's, yeah. But no, I used to get some quite good stuff off there, actually. Let's see, what have we got going on? Yes, yes, yes. We've been joined by epic film guy Nick. How are you doing, my man? Hope all is well. Oh, Nick's just put no Alien Covenant here in the States yet, but I did watch Prometheus again yesterday and it made me want to hang myself. I hear you, brother. I hear you. Yeah, it wasn't the best, was it? I'm just turning my phone off because, well, the sound off because it keeps vibrating. So let's see, what else have we got going on? Justice League Power Rangers cancelled will be resolved at a later date. Oh, that's the comic, isn't it? Oh, I'm quite glad I didn't actually get into that then, I suppose. Zac Efron will star as serial killer Ted Bundy. Good grief. There's a brilliant article here. It says, rumor, Justice League overhauled in reshoots. And in other breaking news, water is wet. Oh, that was hilarious. Yeah, why wouldn't there be reshoots in a movie, for goodness sake? See, this is the thing now. It's like reshoots are a thing, but when there's a movie which is associated with a franchise that is known for reshoots, then of course it becomes massive news, doesn't it? So it's ridiculous, really. Oh, Nick's just said, fantastic, good sir, fantastic. Hope all is well across the pond. I'm doing absolutely dandy, thank you, my man, except for the weather is absolutely horrific here. I mean, it is literally the most beautiful, shiny piece of shit I've ever seen, lol. Efron as Ted Bundy is dope fucking casting. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to click on that, actually. I'm going to have a little read up on that because that sounds pretty gnarly. Why is the link? Oh, here we go. Zac Efron is mostly known for his comedic roles. Keeps disappearing. Why is it doing that? But he's taking on something much heavier, according to Variety. And it's been directed by Joe Berlinger and written by Michael Werwey. I don't; those names don't mean anything to me. So holler at me if those names mean anything to you guys out there. Joe Berlinger is the director. And it says the movie won't be from Bundy's point of view, but from the point of view of his girlfriend Liz. The two had an infamous dysfunctional relationship, and the movie looks to explore that and how notoriously charming Bundy was. It says principal production is set to begin in October with no release date yet. Efron's next project is the comedy Baywatch, which will be released this month on the 25th. Ooh. Nick. Okay, Epic Film Guy Nick's just come in and said, ever see him in Me and Orson Welles? No, I haven't actually. He was great in it. Christian McKay does a spot on Orson too. Everyone's got chopped when he wants to have them. I totally agree, actually. I really, really agree. I think I had some, I was fantasy casting Efron in something a while back, actually. I can't remember what the hell it was. And Baywatch is going to be so goddamn. Sorry, I'll read that again. Epic Film Guy Nick. Baywatch is going to be so goddamn tits. I can't wait to see Baywatch. I think it's going to be a fucking hoot and a half. Really excited about that one. Let's see. Saying Sega's end of year presentation hints that old Sega franchises might return. Oh, this might be something that interests you, John, if you're still online with us. Hmm. Oh, they talk about revitalizing some old Sega franchises. Several names have been already bandied about, including Fantasy Star, Shining Force, Alpha Protocol. There's nothing much else about that. That's quite interesting. Hmm. Jack's just come in. I'm going to do a double movie day. Going to watch Pirates first and finish on Baywatch because after I know I'm going to want to get wasted. Epic Film Guys, Nick Jack Weber, thinking about watching Pirates has me wanting to drink. Disney should just let the hackers keep it. You know what? We've been talking about Pirates of the Caribbean actually because we like legitimately think that there's something about it that makes me think that it's going to be quite a big movie and they're going to kind of throw everything in to try and make this like pretty spectacular. And I really, really hope they finish it and kind of wrap everything up and everybody kind of, has a conclusive storyline, if you will. Oh, and thanks for sharing the link, Nick. I do appreciate it. Let's have a look on what the hell is that? Geek Tyrant. Tell you what I did watch last night. Fast and Furious 7. God, it still gets me that bit at the end with where they do the little Paul Walker tribute. Well, the article that Geek Tyrant are putting out that says Justice League is reportedly going through major reshoots that have remade the movie. Mm. Yeah, I appreciate it, Nick. Thank you. Oh, let's see. Okay, so apparently this has been reported by Splash Report. According to their source, who's the same source that informed them of the Rogue One reshoots, they said that in the 17 months between the start of the principal photography and the final cut arriving in theaters in November, that the film has been essentially being remade twice. They then go on to say that Warner Brothers is putting everything it has into overhauling the movie. Apparently, they didn't like what they were seeing, and they want to make sure everything gets fixed before the movie's release. The studio wants this to be a great movie. They don't want it to be trashed by critics and fans again. They want this movie to not only succeed at the box office, but they also want critics and fans to love it. These reshoots that they are doing aren't over either. In a recent update they received from their source, quote unquote, there are more reshoots coming soon. There have been a bunch, but they're going to do more. Wow. Oh, geez. So that inevitably means that we'll probably end up getting a DVD that has the uncut edition and all this, that, and the others. Yes, the limited edition 4 hour spectacular, blah 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 blah. What have we got here? Oh, John's back. Good to have you back, my man. So, Epic Film Guy Nick. So, the director's cut on the Blu-ray will be the better cut as usual. Goddamn studio, just let Snyder do his thing. Jack Webb's just come in. Haha, Epic Film Guys. I know what you mean. I just hope they wrap it up nicely. Great excuse to drink rum. That sounds like a damn fine plan. Oops. hopefully Sam should be with us fairly soon, actually. Oh, Sam's just texted me now. He says he'll be with us in about 5 minutes. So hopefully he'll be with us. So what else have we got going on? So Justice League reshoots, blah, 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 blah. Oh, apparently we've got a new villain in Spider-Man Homecoming called the Tinkerer. I have no idea who the Tinkerer is. Sam is the biggest Spider-Man fan, so he'll probably be able to shed some light. Do you think? Have you seen the trailer for the Logan Noir movie that's coming out, where they're re-releasing Logan in black and white? Johnny Depp to star in dark comedy King of the Jungle. Oh joy, and we can play another parody of himself. Oh yeah, shit! There's a new Seth MacFarlane off of Family Guy program coming out as well called The Orville, and well, the quote here says that it's out of this world, but from the screen grabs that I've seen of it, it looks like basically like a bit of a Star Trek sort of parody. Really, I'm not quite sure. Let's have a watch.
Have a seat. I have good news. There's a ship available, the USS Orville.
Ever since I was a kid, I have wanted to serve on an exploratory vessel.
You're nobody's first choice for this job, but we have 3,000 ships to staff, and we need captains.
Can I have one of these mints?
Those are marbles. Giving you one last chance.
I just want to say I am thrilled to be your new captain. I want this to be an efficient ship, but also one that you're glad to be serving on. Lieutenant Commander Bordas, your entire species is male, isn't it?
That is correct, sir.
Probably not a lot of arguments about leaving the toilet seat up and that kind of thing, right?
Bucklands urinate only once per year.
Really? I mean, I'm up 2-3 times a night.
That is unfortunate.
This looks pretty funny, actually.
Hi, I'm Captain Ed Mercer. Holy crap! We don't mean your family any harm.
Well, we did just shoot his dad.
Aside from shooting your dad, we don't mean your family any harm.
Captain, there's a message coming in from Admiral Halsey. It says that an executive officer has become available.
No. Oh, crap. Sorry, man. You okay?
Yeah, it's all good, man. You okay?
Yeah, all good. Sorry.
All right, no worries.
The captain does not appear to be pleased at the arrival of his first officer.
They were married.
No way.
You know how many times I tried to talk to you, but you weren't hearing me, or you were at all. I was the one who suggested couples counseling.
The therapist was your brother-in-law.
This should be a really fun trip for all of us.
Perhaps we should not be talking about this.
Oh, no. We're talking about this. This is a thing. You'll be delivering supplies to the science.
Yeah, we'll stop that right there. John from Dogville Trays has come in and says, clearly you haven't seen 4 if you think that. Yeah, I remember... Epifilm just came in and said, I haven't seen Pirates 4, but there's no way on earth Pirates 5 could be worse than Pirates 3 was. I remember the first one being absolutely awesome, the second one being okay, but just incredibly long. Third one was awful. Fourth one was terrible. Yeah. Excuse me. So when Sam comes on, what's going to happen is we haven't actually quite worked out how to do a split screen so you see us both. So, excuse me. What we're going to do is the way it will be is when I'm speaking, my face will appear. When Sam's speaking, his face will appear. So hopefully we know. It might be a little bit confusing, but we'll see how it goes. Especially seeing as we look so similar. Oh, Nick's just said, I am the guy that really enjoys Pirates 2, but Sweet Baby Jesus, Pirates 3 was literally like 10 different movies smashed together into one 3-hour disaster. I completely agree. Open Up House, what do you use to broadcast? Well, I'm recording into GarageBand and I'm using Google Hangouts to create the visual broadcast on YouTube, essentially. Oh, Sweet Jesus Hangouts. Damn. Oh, right. I'm assuming that means that that's the worst possible one to use then. Try OBS Studio. I'll type that into here. And, oh, here we go. Open Broadcast Software. Click on that and I shall add it to bookmarks. Bookmark this page. Done. And I shall check it out later. So thank you for that, Nick. I do appreciate that. I use it when we live stream our show. Perfect. We'll give it a whirl then. So I need to get some sound drops ready. So where's my opener? Where's Open Up Hours intro? There we go. That's the badger. Open with QuickTime Player. Let's have another sound drop as well. Let's have. Oh, I know. So this is. I tell you what, Nick. This one's for you. Are you ready?
Quick! Someone perform CPR!
I had Moon Rising.
That's CCR.
Looks like we're in for nasty weather.
Oh, what have we got here? Jack's just come in. Yeah, I agree, man. Love the first and second. The third was like trying to get a really dysfunctional band back together, only to have the worst fight sequence ever. But hey, at least Will Turner got laid. Right, okay, Sam's just texted me saying he's ready. So I'm going to try and add him to the call. How do I do this? No, I can't remember. Shit. Oh, invite people. Sam Eastwood. Invite. And we'll see how we do. Yeah, I thought you'd like that, Nick. Come on, Sam. Where the hell are you? Get on. No, don't call me on bloody Skype, you plank. Just invited you on Google Hangouts. Come on, Sam. You know you can do it. You know you can work this shit out. Oh, 2 secs. Right, that means that he's not on the laptop. He's on his bloody phone, I would imagine. Get rid of that. I'm just trying to get rid of some links. What's Nick said here? If you need any help trying to use it or set me up, let me know because I'd be happy to help. I only dislike Hangouts because it typically gives me more issues, especially with quality and its high latency. I appreciate that. Yeah, cheers for that, Nick. I'll look into it, and if I need any help, then I shall definitely give you a holler. I might actually hit the record button now. 2, 2, 2. Test, 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 test. 2. Hello, hello, hello. That sounds pretty good. Turn up the gain just a touch. Maybe just the level as well. Hello, hello, hello. Wonderful. Close to my face. Or maybe I bring it down so you can see a bit more of me. Well, hey, hello. Sam.
Hey, buddy.
Yes, my man. Here we go. Now we're starting. This is like some sort of piss up in a brewery. It really is.
Oh, really?
Oh dear. Right.
How is the live chat?
It's going well. We've got epic film guy Nick.
Hello, Nick.
We've got John from Darkham All Trades, and then we've got two other people as well whose names have been unidentified as we speak, but we shall find out.
Oh, anonymous.
So Sam, I know, yeah, it's cool, isn't it? Yeah. So Sam, do you want to just give me some sprinkles for a quick sound check?
See the sprinkles.
You are sounding delightful, my man. So you know what? Let's just get this show on the road.
Hang on, Susie. I'm just going to close the door because I can hear the oh shit! I can hear the traffic outside. So.
All right, man. No worries.
There we go. There we go.
All right, safe. So
there we go.
Are you comfortable?
I'm very comfortable. Yes.
Wonderful. Okay, so in 3, 2, 1. Yes, power people. Welcome once again to another episode of the Open All Powers podcast. My name is Gareth Eastwood, aka the motherfucking locomotive, and as always, I am joined by the SMG. It's the journalist, Mr. Sam Eastwood. How are you doing, my man?
Good evening, power people. I'm not too bad, thank you.
So what the hell just happened in the intro then, Sam?
Why, what?
Because I saw you get up and actually, you know what? That I'm getting really confused because I've got two screens up on my phone, right? Sorry, up on my screen. So I've got the live YouTube link, but then I've also got the Google Hangout.
Yeah.
So the Google Hangout is giving me real time like response to what we're doing, but the YouTube is like lagging by about 5 seconds. So when I was doing the intro, then I was watching the YouTube thing and it looked like you were getting up in the middle of it, but it was just when you were the door a couple of minutes ago.
So what's going on? Height of popularity, professionalism. Sorry,
it is the height of professionalism. Yeah, well, I should say, guys, that we're broadcasting live on YouTube. So we've got the live chat going on at the moment now. I started the broadcast about half an hour before we actually properly started recording, just to see if we could get a bit of listenership going and such like. And we've so far the people who I know of that we're joined by are Mr. Jack Webber, who actually forgot to mention before, and who of course we know through the All Seeing Guys, and who works at the Fighting Cocks pub. We've also got epic film guy Nick, and we've also got John from Dark of All Trades as well. And John's just come in and says, "Wait, this is Open All Powers ? I thought this was Superhero Speak." Well, fuck you. we've got 6 viewers altogether, so a couple of them are anonymous, so it's quite intriguing, really. So
cool.
We would like to know who you guys are. If you want to give us a holler, we'll be on a live chat, sort of responding to any questions that people want to send in and such like.
Indeed.
Oh, but what's going on, Sam? How's your Tuesday been so far?
Oh, it's not been too bad. I haven't done that much, to be honest with you. Me and Samantha have been organising our next trip away. That's pretty much it. I've got just sorting out some stuff for work for tomorrow, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, spent most of the morning watching Frasier, so yeah, been good.
Standard fucking procedure, mate.
Yeah.
Well, I've been working today, and so not a lot of time to sort of catch up on TV shows and stuff. But I did want to mention a couple of things, just kind of things that I watched over the weekend, really. And it's something that me and John were chatting about in the YouTube chat earlier, before we actually came on air, before we started recording, and that was the season finale of Riverdale. Now, have you watched this? Yeah. Now, do you remember a couple of weeks ago, Sam, what you announced to the Power People, something that you claimed had been confirmed?
Yes, I know. I was really shocked. We'd been told that Sabrina the Teenage Witch was going to make an appearance in the last episode, and it never came. I was well disappointed. Apparently that she'd been cast and everything. But having said that, it was also confirmed that Hiram was going to make an appearance in the last episode as well, and he actually had been cast, but he never appeared either. So,
sorry, who was that character again, Sam? You broke up a second ago.
Hiram, Veronica's dad, the guy that's been in prison.
Right. Okay. Cool.
So he's actually been cast.
Yeah,
I can't remember the name of the actor, but yeah, apparently we were meant to be getting him as well as Sabrina. Now, obviously, none of that ever happened, so it's a bit disappointing, really, because it actually came from like quite quite a reputable source. I don't think you can really trust anybody on the internet, but it was from what I'd consider a reputable source. So yeah, it was. But did you notice a lot of references in there, like when Veronica was talking to Betty and Polly came in just before that happened, Veronica was like, something wicked this way comes, which means, and the way she was speaking and stuff like that, I was like, ooh. So she may make an appearance in season 2, which isn't going to be out until next year, unfortunately. But well.
To be honest, I did think there was quite a lot of references to like, oh, there's something mysterious going on, there's something otherworldly, so I did think that was going to be a little bit of a drop in there. John's just come in on the group again, on the chat again, sorry, says, time to meet your maker, Sam. So he's clearly not too happy about that, but then he's just put, so is Hiram Lodge going to be Sabrina's cat?
Yes, he is, yeah.
To be fair, if Sabrina doesn't have a cat called Salem, I will be hugely disappointed.
Yeah, massively disappointed, yeah. So what did you actually think of the finale?
I thought it was really good, mate. I really liked it. I thought that they wrapped things up nicely. And now, obviously, we're not going to be too spoilerific, I don't think, in this episode, just in case people haven't caught up yet, because not everybody has the luxury of watching it the weekend that it's released. But we'll do a wrap up pretty soon. I enjoyed the episode. I thought that, it was. They wrapped some things up. They kind of concluded a few of the kind of brewing relationships. There was a moment with, again, I'm not going to give away spoilers, but that involved Jughead at the very end, which I really liked. There was a really great moment. So, again, spoiler free. What did you think of the episode?
I thought it was good. Yeah, I thought, like you say, it wrapped it up nicely, but managed to leave it open for a second season as well. All the characters kind of got their sort of like stories wrapped up as well, but like I say, it does leave it open for the next season, which presumably will revolve around Polly's baby, or maybe Polly will call her baby Sabrina. You never know. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. So it should be to see where they take it for the next season, but I was really pleased with this season, to be honest. It's something I'd definitely watch again.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Just speaking of Netflix as well, did you notice that Fast and Furious 7 is now on there as well?
Yes, I did. I noticed that the other day. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was watching it yesterday, and I watched it yesterday evening, and I think, like, second time round, I think it holds up a bit better than I remember the first time, but it still annoys me over the fact that, like, for the entire second act, like, The Rock is just nowhere to be seen. It really annoys me that he's just completely bedbound.
Yeah, it's really annoying, isn't it?
I love that bit where Dom meets The Rock's daughter. And the daughter goes, Daddy told me that you guys had a fight and he kicked your ass. And The Rock just goes, now language, and he just has like this smirk on his face. But I'd totally forgotten that at the very end, of course, they do the Paul Walker tribute, and oh my god, dude, seriously, it gets me every freaking time. I just
lump in the throat moment, that
freaking hair on my body standing on end. It's such a sad moment to the end of that film.
It's horrible,
and when Tyrese and Ludacris are all there saying, like, things won't be the same anymore, it's like, and the fact that they're not talking about the character, they're talking about Paul Walker, it's just it's such a heavy end to the movie, but I suppose they had to do it, really.
Yeah, pretty much. So moving on, something you messaged me about earlier, and yes, I did watch it, was the trailer for the new X-Men show, The Gifted. Well, I say I say X-Men show, the new Fox show, The Gifted.
Yes.
What did you think of this one?
I love this trailer, dude. I think it looks really, really good. I was trying to do a bit of research on it actually before, when I was waiting for you to come on air. Excuse me, just a bit of a burp there.
Oh, lovely.
And I was trying to find out like who the actual mutants are and stuff, but the one thing I like about the trailer, is the fact that they actually they say like, oh, we don't know if the X-Men and the Brotherhood still exist, so they're linking it to the actual.
I'm so glad they said that instead of going, oh, we have to find the guy with claws, or what do you know about these X people, or what about oh, should we side with the Magnet Man or something stupid like that, like they're doing fucking Agents of Shield and stuff like that.
It's the Netflix shows that they're always making the tenuous links in. Yeah. It's absolutely brilliant. It's really, really great. And the general plot synopsis that I found was that I remember reading this ages ago actually of a potential kind of new X-Men TV series, but I never really kind of followed it up, and now this has come out. I'm just like, oh yeah, this is the thing we're talking about. And it seems as though there's this family with these mutant children, and they kind of go on the run from the authorities, and they sort of join up with this society of other parents who are trying to protect their kids who are mutants as well. So there's potential for some really good dynamic. I think that the trailer effectively shows us fully what happens in the pilot. The only thing that I'm a little bit concerned about is that there's one moment. Do you know where they're showing the scene where the kid's getting bullied and there's some sort of power to like I don't know if he can manipulate air or like matter, whatever, but there's like water pouring from the ceiling, and the girl creates like this kind of energy like umbrella to protect her. And this, if you freeze frame on it, the CGI looks really bad. It doesn't look good at all. I really, really hope that maybe that was just like a bit of a pre-production kind of, shot that they threw in there, and that we're not just going to get some really dodgy looking CG. I kind of want it to be a little bit more crisp. But what do you think, Sam? How are you feeling about the trailer?
I thought it looked cool for what it was. Yeah, they didn't give too much away. The only person I recognized it as well was Stephen Moyer, who was in True Blood. He played Bill Compton in True Blood. He was the only person I really recognized. So it should be interesting to see where they develop, because obviously it's been developed from the Fox X-Men series. They make a direct reference to it, so hopefully there should be some more references in the TV series. And you never know, we might get some cameos from certain people. I know Stan Lee's going to be in it. He's going to make a cameo at some point, whether it's like the first episode or the last episode, don't know yet. So yes, looking forward to it. I just hope it's not going to be like oh shit! What was that one that they did a couple of years ago that was like a super powered one, and there's like a team of kids. I can't remember what it was called. That was an American one. Oh, God, that's completely slipped my mind now.
I'm not sure, dude.
I can't remember. So yeah, I hope they do it justice. I hope that it's not sort of we actually get to see them using the powers, rather than just like using the powers once and then it's lots of running around and running away from government agents and stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure. Well, the only thing that I think about with this is the fact that Bryan Singer is directing. Now, whether he's directing the full series, I don't know. Maybe it's just a couple of episodes. I kind of feel like someone else needs to be given the X-Men franchise to kind of play around with, because I don't know, like I know he's done so many films now, but I don't know if it just needs like a fresh approach and someone who's got like some new ideas. But yeah, that's just my general thoughts on like the direction of the TV show.
Yeah. And Jack's actually come in here on the live on the YouTube chat saying Gifted looks really good, judging by the trailer. It looks dark, and I love how it doesn't give much away. So yeah.
John's just put "Who gives a fox?" So I'm guessing he's impressed with the idea of it.
No.
Yes. Well, Sam, I know we've got another trailer to talk about. I was just doing a little bit of research, just seeing what kind of news stories we're kind of bobbing about at the moment. And so I'll just kind of drop a couple of things that I found earlier.
Oh, cool.
If I can find it, let's see. Quite an interesting one. Apparently, Zac Efron is going to be starring in a movie where he plays the serial killer Ted Bundy.
Oh, really? Oh, okay then. Zac Efron.
Yeah. So
okay.
Yeah, I know. I mean, well, me and Nick were talking about this before in the chat, and we were saying that it's he definitely does have some acting chops, and I think it'd be really interesting to see him play someone who is a much darker character. But apparently, it says here that the movie won't be from Bundy's point of view, but from the point of view of his girlfriend Liz. The two had an infamously dysfunctional relationship, and the movie looks to explore that and how notoriously charming Bundy was. So I can definitely see that in Zac Efron, and I think that sounds super interesting. And it says here that principal production is set to begin in October with no release date yet. Efron's next project is the comedy Baywatch, which will be released in May. Bit. So I mean, I know the name Ted Bundy. I wouldn't be able to sort of rhyme off the history about him and stuff like that. But I don't know. Is that something you think you might be interested in?
Possibly, yeah. I quite like biopics like that. And Ted Bundy, for as evil as he was, quite an interesting character. So it should be good to see how someone like Zac Efron, who is not known for that kind of role, pulls off something as big as that. So it might be it could be very hit and miss with that one. So I'll have to see if we hear any more news, if we get any trailers, if we get any more casting news or anything like that.
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. Well, the other bit of news as well, and this is just like, I mean, I think like every nerdy website has like this article just ready to copy and paste, and all you have to do is just change the name of the movie. But it would seem as though that Justice League is reportedly going through major reshoots that have remade the movie.
Excellent. Can't wait to see that.
Obligatory news story that comes out all the time about any DC movie or anything of that matter, I suppose, nowadays, that there's going to be But apparently, this news story was reported by Splash Report, and the source was the same source that informed them of Rogue One's reshoots. And it says here that in 17 months between the start of principal photography and the final cut arriving in theaters in November, that the film will have essentially been remade twice. So clearly, like extensive reshoots.
Yeah.
And it says that the Warner Brothers is putting everything it is into overhauling the movie. Apparently, they didn't like what they were seeing, and they want to make sure that everything is fixed before the movie is released.
God, can you imagine how much that's going to cost?
Unreal. I mean, especially with the star-studded cast that they've got as well. It's unreal.
Mad, isn't it?
Do you think then that we're going to get like another trailer, like a similar sort of length and exposure, if you will, as to the last trailer that we had, that's just going to be completely different and characters look different? And I don't know, man. This realistically, there is not that long until this movie comes out now. So
no, not at all.
Oh shit. I don't know. I don't need to just think of it as just being a case of, oh well, reshoots happen all the time, whatever, crack on with it. This is just a thing that happens, but it just gets reported on now, or whether it is legitimately something to sort of actually, I don't know, tentatively worry about.
Is it a marketing ploy though? Because you could say like, oh, here is right. We're going through extensive reshoots, and and then they release the movie, and you go and watch it, and then you can get the DVD, and that's got the movie on, and you get the Blu-ray, and the Blu-ray's got the original cut, the director's cut, the theatrical cut, and then you get another DVD that's got behind the scenes footage, and you've got the original cut, and then you've got the reshoot back story and all this kind of stuff. It could just be like, it was like with Superman versus Batman. They had the director's cut Blu-ray, and everyone went mad for that. Literally, everyone. It's one of the highest grossing. It's one of the highest Blu-ray sales because of that reason. That it's just got a bit of extra bits on, a few extra bits on the Blu-ray. So you could put it down to just a marketing ploy to get the nerds on board. So, and I wouldn't put it past a big film studio like that, a big production studio like that, to do something like that.
Yeah, indeed, indeed. I don't know, man. I think that this movie has. I think they've been on in the front of the quote unquote marketing ploy that we usually get with most of these most of these DC movies, where we get the obligatory on set leaked photographs and things like that. The things that we've claimed before could potentially be like a marketing ploy to get people interested. When we had Suicide Squad, and we had some for, I'm sure there was another movie in that bracket that kind of had these, dodgy photographs on set revealing all this, that, and the other. So, I don't know, man. Again, I think it's just one of these news stories that just gets, because I did on one of the websites, it said that reshoots to happen for Justice League. In other news, water is wet. So they obviously kind of share.
Yeah,
it's literally just like, it's such a standardization now for big blockbuster movies, and to report on it as well.
Yeah. Well, speaking of news stories, or well, I was going to say big news stories, but news stories. We've had a confirmed released trailer, or it has actually been released today, for the Emoji Movie. Way, no one cares. So yeah, we've had another we've had another Emoji Movie release. I was just going to bring it up then on my phone, but my phone decided to freak out for some reason, just so I could. So we'll see. A brand new trailer for the Emoji Movie has been released. The film, which stars T.J. Miller, James Corden, Ilana Glazer, Stephen Wright, Maya Rudolph, Jennifer Coolidge, Jake T. Austin, Christina Aguilera, and Sir Pat, is directed by Anthony Leonis and hits theatre July 28th, 2017. Yeah.
Terrific. So, and have you watched this trailer yet?
I haven't watched it yet. No, I haven't had a chance to check it out yet. So I'll watch it and let you know what I think of it.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Basically.
Oh, go on.
No, go on.
I just had a bit more news for you, but you carry on. It's okay.
I was just going to say, all I want to hear is just Patrick Stewart as the poo emoji, basically, or the supposed claim is to be like the chocolate ice cream or whatever the hell it is. But you know what might also be interesting in this film, just for a really kind of cheap laugh. You know how like the eggplant emoji is sort of like the sexting emoji for a penis, essentially.
Yeah.
Well, I've mentioned this a few times before, but about only recently I discovered that the taco emoji is the emoji representation for a vagina, basically, in the world of sexting. So I just want to have basically just a really kind of kinky, flirty conversation between the eggplant and the taco. For a really cheap laugh, just for all the adults who are going to have to drag their children to see this movie. That's essentially all I want in really. Brilliant. Or like a post-credit sequence, maybe.
There was a couple in the shop the other day who were taking their kid to see the Smurfs movie, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we're going to see the Smurfs movie," and I was like, "All right," and this one was like, "Yeah." The kid was well excited then.
Oh Jesus Christ! Chat with a little emoji. I think he's maybe yawning in that emoji. I'm not even too sure. And then he's come in with a bit of a chuckle as well. So I'm assuming that's in response to the Emoji Movie there, Jack.
So I think it's called, I don't know, it's Luddy Lin, who played the Black Ranger, who played Zack in Power Rangers. He has also been cast in Aquaman, the Aquaman movie. I don't know who he's been cast as, but yeah, he's been cast in the Aquaman movie, which is quite cool. I said maybe as soon as we watched that movie, they need to get him in a Fast and Furious movie straight away.
Indeed, they do. Oh shit! Speaking of Fast and Furious, did you hear this bit of quote unquote news that was floated around about The Rock running for 2020 president? The 2020.
Oh yes. Yeah, I saw that.
All I could imagine was, because I mean, the thing is, all of his campaign posters can essentially be just Fast and Furious posters, like just rehashed, because rebranded, they could effectively. The cast of Fast and Furious, like his team, could be his actual cabinet. I mean, I think this would be brilliant. Like, So I'm seeing Tyrese as the press secretary. I think that would be good. I think that Vin Diesel could be his head of security, obviously.
Yeah.
Even though The Rock would be his own security, let's face it,
Yeah.
And obviously, Ludacris would be, I don't know, like tech analyst or something like that. Something that involves clearly. And also, have we got in there? We've got.
You've got. I think. What's she called? Michelle Rodriguez have to be foreign relations.
Yep. Oh, definitely. Yep. And then we need it. We need a chief of staff as well. Oh, that can be Kurt Russell. We can have Kurt Russell as chief of staff. That would be amazing. Oh God! What? Oh, why has there not been a movie yet? An action movie where The Rock is the president and like he's ex-bloody like military or something like that, and the White House
Navy SEAL.
Yeah, and the White House gets taken over by like terrorists or something like that, and he's the only one who can save everybody. It would be genius, man. I'd love something like that,
wouldn't it? Yeah. He just starts going around with like a bust of Abraham Lincoln's head smacking people or something like that. Oh no, a bust of Bill Clinton's head, like a big one of Bill Clinton's head, and he goes around smacking people with it. It was like, not the first time Bill's given head. Or the other way around. Yeah.
Or like,
finally Bill's giving head.
He headbutts the Washington Monument and it just like falls over on someone about 20 people or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah.
Brilliant. Just another quick thing, Sam. Have you seen the trailer for this new Seth MacFarlane TV series called
Yes, I saw it today.
You watched? Right now, did you notice straight away that Dr. Stein from Legends of Tomorrow is in it?
Yes. What's he called? Oh fuck! What's the actor's name? I can't remember. Oh fuck! Gaber, something Gaber. Can't remember. Yes.
But yeah, man. What do you think of this trailer? I think it looks really good.
I think it looks quite cool. I just hope to God they haven't put all the good stuff in the trailer. Yeah, it does look really good. It's like a proper riff on Star Trek and like it looks like a televised version of Galaxy Quest, really, doesn't it?
Pretty much, yeah, essentially.
Yeah. So yeah, but I love that the fact that they called the ship the USS.
Sam, hello. Oh, hang on, what's happened here? Sam? Hello. We've just lost Sam for a moment now.
I can still hear you.
Oh, Sam, are you there? Oh, what the hell happened then?
I have no idea what happened. I could still hear you. I could still see you. And you're going, Sam, and I'm going, hello. Yeah.
Right, hang on a minute. Let me just find where the last bit that you just said. Then hang on.
So yeah, but I love that the fact that they called the ship the USS.
Last I heard, Sam, so you were about to say they called the ship the USS, and then I lost you. So carry on from there.
All right, okay. And yeah, they actually refer to it as USS. Like, so it's like the Federation of Planets.
Yes.
So I can't remember what the hell's the name. Is it called Orion? What's it called? Orville, the Orville, isn't it? The USS Orville. So and the fact that Victor Gaber, that's him. Victor Gaber was like, we've got 3,000 ships. We need some captains, and it was sort of just like, yeah, you don't really think about that, do you? When you're watching Star Trek, it's like, who the hell are the captains and the crew of all these ships? But yeah, you can, it makes sense. But yeah, no, it looks quite interesting. I'm always a fan of sci-fi and sci-fi spoofs, so I'm looking forward to seeing how they pull it off. And I think now is the right time to have something like that, because we haven't got anything like that on TV at the moment. Obviously, we're getting Star Trek Discovery, which we haven't spoke about for a while because we haven't really seen any news. But yeah, we're getting Star Trek Discovery soon. We've just had Star Wars. We've got the new Star Wars coming out later this year. So yeah, I think now is the right time for it.
Yeah,
What did you
I
think of it?
totally agree, man. I think it's a really good idea, and you're right with things like we've got Star Trek gone by, but then we've also got the new movies. We've got things like Guardians of the Galaxy, which has obviously got the sci-fi elements. So there's so much potential for some really kind of relevant parody and satire and things like that. And I think I have faith in Seth MacFarlane to give like a really good performance as well. So yeah, I'm definitely keen for this one, man.
I've got a premise here for you, but it's massive. So if you've got a couple of minutes, I'll read it out to you.
Just before you do, Sam, John Qualtrays just came into the chat and said they've got Sam. Oh my god! But then he also put, and they left his kettle on. Now the reason why he said that is because when you went quiet, there was just like this really high pitched whistling noise, and it actually sounded like a boiling kettle.
Sorry about that. I don't really know what happened there.
Yeah, so go on, Sam. Crack on with this mahoosive premise. Go on.
This mahoosive premise. Are you ready? The Orville is a 1-hour science fiction series set 400 years into the future that follows the adventures of the USS Orville, a mid-level exploratory vessel. Its crew, both human and alien, face the wonders and dangers of outer space, while also dealing with the familiar, often humorous problems of regular people in the workplace. Even though some of these people are from other planets, and the workplace is a faster-than-light starship. In the 25th century, Earth is part of the Planetary Union, a far-reaching, advanced, and mostly peaceful civilization with a fleet of 3,000 ships. Down on his luck after a bitter divorce, Planetary Union officer Ed Mercer, played by MacFarlane, finally gets his chance to command one of these ships, the USS Orville. Determined to prove his worth and write a new chapter in his life, Ed finds that task all the more difficult when the first officer assigned to his ship is his ex-wife, Kelly Grayson, played by Adrienne Palicki. As the new commander, Ed assembles a qualified but eccentric crew, including his best friends, Gordon Malloy, played by Scott Grimes, who has problems with authority, but is best helmsman in the fleet. Dr. Claire Finn, one of the Union's most accomplished physicians. Bortrus, an alien from a single-sex species. Isaac, an artificial life form from a machine society that thinks biological life forms are inferior. Navigator John Lamar, whose casual humor cuts through even the most dire situations. Alana Kitten, a young, inexperienced security officer whose home planet, high gravity, gives her superior physical strength. And Yaphet, a gelatinous creature voiced by comedian Norm Macdonald. Somehow, Ed and Kelly must put their past behind them and, with the help of their crew, navigate fascinating and sometimes dangerous adventures in outer space, as well as the tumultuous and captivating day-to-day personal relationships with their colleagues.
Wowzers. That is
there you go.
That is a lengthy premise.
Isn't it? They couldn't have just gone, it's a comedy in space, had to really go for it there, yeah.
Yeah, that was cool, man. Like I said, and I was saying before with like the X-Men show, I wanted kind of some quite convincing CGI. In this, if the CGI is a little bit shonky and a bit kind of Galaxy Quest, then you know what, I'm kind of cool with that, because I think it'll be good as more of a sitcom-esque sort of program. So yeah, definitely keen for this one, my man.
Yeah.
Well, on the thought association with trailers, just before we move on to another big one that we've had this week, I want to say that there's been a release, but I don't even want to call it that really. We have a trailer for the noir version of Logan, which of course is Logan being re-released black and white. So it is effectively just one of the trailers that we already saw for Logan, with the same Johnny Cash music over the top of it, blah blah blah. And it's been remastered into black and white, but it has got a really nice kind of crisp look to it. So have you caught this trailer yet, Sam? Have you seen any of the footage in black and white?
I haven't caught the trailer. I knew something was coming out because I remember us talking about it when we went to see Fast and Furious with the Momac. May his regime live on. But other than that, I haven't seen anything. I haven't heard anything about it when it's being released or anything.
Yeah, like I say, I just saw this trailer today, and it's nice. It looks crisp, and don't get me wrong, so far it's been my favorite movie of the year. But do I want to spend another £10 on seeing it in black and white? Probably not. I think I'm happy with the
buy
way
the
that
DVD and turn the contrast down on your TV.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's pretty much probably what I'll end up doing.
Yeah, watch it through an Instagram filter.
Let's just move on to another trailer, Sam, that we didn't get a chance to speak about last week, even though it actually had already come out. But it's the Idris Elba movie based on the Stephen King novel The Dark Tower. Yes. So, like, again, like, have you seen this trailer? What did you think of it?
I did see it, but I wasn't really paying attention to it because I was kind of like watching it on my dinner at work. So I am gonna have to watch it again at some point. So yeah, it looks quite good from what I saw. You know, I've never read The Dark Tower, so I don't really know what the premise of the story is or anything like that. So I kind of half watched the trailer, so I'm going to have to watch it again. But from what I saw, it looks cool. You know, the colors look really good in it, and I like Idris Elba. I think he's a good actor. Is it Matthew McConaughey that's the villain in it? I want to say Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey, indeed. Yes. Well, Sam, it's funny you should say that. How you don't know that much about it, because conveniently, I've got a premise just here that I can read out for you.
Excellent. Planned it.
It's almost as if this mismatched sort of half-assed operation has some sort of structure to it, Sam. Honestly, it's incredible. Here it says Jake Chambers, who's played by Tom Taylor, is an 11-year-old adventurous seeker who discovers clues about another dimension called Midworld. Upon following the mystery, he is spirited away to Midworld, where he encounters a gunslinger, Roland Deschain, played by Idris Elba, who is on a quest to reach the quote-unquote Dark Tower that resides in Endworld and reach the nexus point between time and space that he hopes will save all existence from extinction by hell. But with the various monsters and vicious sorcerer named Walter Paddock, brackets Matthew McConaughey, hot on their tail, the unlikely duo find that their quest may be difficult to complete. And I think that there's like some... I think from the trailer, it seems as though we're going to get Idris Elba actually going to Earth as well, to the real life, if you will.
Yeah.
There's going to be a bit of a culture clash kind of thing, and it looks very cool. The thing that kind of took me out of this film a little bit was just the excessive use of how skilled he is as a gunslinger. And I'm gonna sound such like a cynical asshole here, because I was listening to Fans of Patrol talk about this, and Montego will probably be seething because he absolutely fucking loves this kind of shit. And it's like, he'll throw like some bullets in the air and just spin like the chamber on his gun, and they'll just all conveniently fall in, and it like these like mega skills. I don't know. I just find it a little bit cheesy, to be honest.
I don't know. I think stuff like that, like it's that far fetched. It's like it was like an Equilibrium, like there's like ridiculous gunslinging and stuff like that. You throw the cartridge up in the air and catch it in the chamber and stuff like that. And I think it's quite good. You can sort of take it a little bit too far. You wouldn't just catch just like 6 random bullets in the chamber and stuff like that. But it's all good fun.
Yeah, well, when I did the podcast with the Chumpcast, when we talk about our most anticipated things of summer this year, I did actually say that The Dark Tower was one of my most anticipated. And I mean, it comes out on August 4th of this year, so we've got a couple of months yet for a bit more hype and a few more trailers, character posters, etc. But I was saying that the thing that excites me about this is the fact that we're getting like a franchise movie that I know absolutely nothing about the source material. You know what I mean? Like, I am going in completely and utterly blind, but the concept alone really intrigues me. Now, the other interesting thing which is associated with this film is the fact that, like, I think there's originally like 6 books in the Stephen King series, and we're going to get the movie, and then a year after, we're going to then have a TV series which follows directly from the movie. So it's not like, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. connecting with the MCU. This TV series literally follows directly on from the movie, and also stars Matthew McConaughey and Idris Elba as well. So it's going to... Sorry, actually, no, I'm not sure about Matthew McConaughey, actually, but I know for sure definitely Idris Elba. So I'm fascinated to see how that's going to work and the kind of reception it's going to get as well.
Cool. It's it might be interesting to see how it translates from a movie to the smaller screen as well. How episodic it's actually going to be, or whether it's going to be one long running series story.
Yeah, for sure.
It could be a case of Idris Elba and the kid sort of fighting off the villain of the week. But on the other hand, like I say, it could just be one long story. So.
Yeah, definitely. And, will it be on a streaming service that just all gets dropped at once so you can binge it? It's, all really, really interesting. And as well, will the TV show have the same budget that the movie did? Are they going to have to cut down on special effects and scenery and things like that? So all of these kind of things make it a really interesting kind of conversation, really.
He won't be able to throw his bullets up in the air. He's just got to catch them in. He's just got to put them in himself. He's like, oh man, this is not using my skills at all.
Like reuse the same scene over and over again. Yeah.
Just before we carry on, Gareth, a couple of things. I've probably got about 5 or 10 minutes to before I've got to go.
Yeah, mate. So no worries at all.
And also, because I don't know if anyone obviously Gareth is filming this for YouTube. If anyone's, I don't know if anyone else has picked up on this, but because we can't see his mouth because of the pop filter, his nostrils just a little flare up now and again when he's talking. And he's just like little nostrils flicking from side to side as he's chatting away. It's very funny.
Fuck me, mate. I'm gonna have to watch this back now because and watch that happening.
It's so funny.
Bastard. This is what happens when we introduce the world to our faces. Oh dear. Just another quick thing as well, Sam. The Supergirl season finale, it's been confirmed that Supergirl is going to fight Superman in it, which I think might be
Superman.
quite
Cool.
Yeah, that's going to be quite interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
I've just moved my microphone now.
Oh, there we go.
I've just moved my microphone now. My mouth now, so it kind of distracts from my nostrils. Yeah, brilliant. Utter bastard. Well, do you want to start to wrap things up then, Sam? Unless you've got any other news to talk about.
No, I haven't got any other news to talk about, I'm afraid. No, have you got any recommendations for us this week, Gaz?
Catch up on Riverdale for sure. Watch the last episode because it was really, really good. What else have I been? Watch Fast and Furious 7 on Netflix, and also as well and I'm hopefully going to go and see Alien Covenant at some point this week or next, maybe. So hopefully I'll be able to get back to you with something on that. So, but what about you, Sam? Anything to recommend? You've been checking out anything this week?
I'd like I say, definitely check out Riverdale. I'd agree with you there. Definitely check that out. If you get the chance, check out the Orville, the trailer for the Orville, because that looks pretty good. Pretty much anything that we've been talking about today. Make sure you go and check it out. Have I got anything else to recommend? But I'll tell you this real quick. My model of the USS Relativity arrived the other day, and it's freaking amazing. It's so good. It looks awesome on my shelf now with all my other Federation ships. So I shall take a picture of that and post it on the Open All Powers website, on the Open All Powers Facebook page and Instagram page for all to see, because it does look awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, and check out
the picture you sent me, dude.
Yeah, it does look really good. Yeah, and there was something else as well. I can't remember what it was. Never mind, it'll come to me. I'll stick it on Facebook. I'll remember.
All right. Fair enough. Enough. Well, I will also recommend that people head over to redbubble.com/people/open-all-powers-po, or just type in Open All Powers Podcast into Redbubble, and you can now get your Open All Powers t-shirts. You can get jumpers, hoodies, anything you want. You can also get an Open All Powers mug in a tall style and a sort of just your classic kind of mug style, as well as a travel flask, like your little kind of single sort of coffee mugs, and also as well the Titty Sprinkles mugs, the hashtag Titty Sprinkles mugs are now available on there as well. I'm going to buy one pretty soon, but if you do pick up any merch, if you buy a t-shirt, if you get a mug, whatever, take a picture of you with it. Our Instagram. If you head over to our Insta, you can actually see a picture of reporter in the field Benji Bullshit Smith rocking his t-shirt. green. It looks pretty dope. And yeah, all that good stuff. And of course, Instagram is open_all_powers_podcast, facebook.com/open_all_powers, and Twitter at open_all_powers. Sorry, yes, Twitter, yeah.
Yeah. You can find us on iTunes, on SoundCloud, on Stitch Radio, on the Satchel app, and you can now find us on YouTube live as well. So there's this episode that you can go back and watch, and there's the previous episode as well, which was kind of a bit of a tester. But we'll get it right eventually.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, well, hopefully I'm going to look into this software that Epic Film Guy Nick has recommended to me. So hopefully we can get like a bit of a split screen kind of thing going on.
Yeah.
And yeah, we can basically, because it just keeps flicking between my face and yours.
I noticed that, yeah.
So that when we start talking over each other, it just has like this little episode. We will just say thank you to everybody who's joined us on the live chat. Epic Film Guy Nick, we've got John from Dark of All Trades, Jack Weber, of course, and I think that's all we've the only people we've got. Well, it says there's 4 people watching, so if there's anybody else who caught us, then please make yourself known in these last few minutes. But until then, let's bring in some music. And I shall say my name is We'll try that again, shall we? In fact, you know what? I'm going to edit this so we can do it properly. So let's try that one more time. Nope, let's start the music again, you idiot. Nope, did that wrong as well. God's sake,
it's not like this is going out live on YouTube, is it, you dildo?
Yeah, such a fucking classy operation. Oh, hang on, if we just had another. Oh, sorry. So Nick's just come in. Let me know if you need any help setting it up. Check out the tweet I sent you to see an example of what we do in the layout. Oh, that was just from Nick as well. So thank you very much for that. So with that, boom. My name is Gareth Eastwood, aka the motherfucking locomotive, and I've been joined as always by the SMG, the General Mr. Sam Eastwood.
Thank you very much, Power People. Myself and the locomotive's nostrils will see you next week.
Toodaloo, motherfuckers.
Bye.
Hate you so much. Oh, no. Nailed it. Right then.
Awesome. Right, I'm going to have to go because I need to sort out tea, but I shall speak to you later, my man.
No worries, homies. Thanks to everyone on YouTube, homies. See you soon.
Bye.